A pick for me on Sunday Night Football. RJ Bell here at the pregame.com studios just off the Vegas Strip. We have the Green Bay Packers at the Washington Redskins. Sunday Night Football.
And the Redskins are laying the 2.5 points. Who do you like?
I'm going with the home team Skins, and here's the main reason. If you look closely at the stats, Washington is the better team. Now, you say Green Bay, you say Washington. Who's thinking that Washington's the better team? Well, what do the wise guys love stats-wise? They love yards per play, and Washington plus 0.5 yards per play net. Green Bay minus 0.3. It's really simple arithmetic. We've got the better team here laying less than a field goal. At home.
And my power ratings agree with that. I love talking power ratings. Green Bay, mediocre team, average team. I'm sorry. Rated at a 0. Washington.
Right, so your power ratings, 0 is an average team, negative numbers are bad or worse than average, positive numbers better than average. You've got Green Bay exactly average right now.
Yes, and Washington a +1. So Washington 1 point better on a neutral site.
And I'll tell you, your power ratings, I've been in Vegas since 98. I've seen a lot of them. Best I've seen in the NFL. We put those up at pregame.com. So, I also think it's a situation, if you look at Green Bay, is, I'm just wondering about what finally converted you. Because I'll be honest, Steve, on Twitter, Steve Fezzik's an apologist for the Packers. Why is he so far up their butt? Like, the responses are crazy. Let's be candid. Year after year after year, you've been behind Green Bay more than average, more than consensus. But now you've pretty much made a major change. What drove that change?
Yeah, I've been wearing the cheese head on my head and the like. And what drove it is the stats. At some point, they're significant. You've got a team that is just getting outstatted, not for 5 games, 6 games. The year's 2/3 over. They're just not very good, RJ.
No, I agree with you. And I think Green Bay's been living off of Aaron Rodgers and his brand and living off of, let's be honest, some really good seasons of late, but it's 2016.
Yeah, your second main handicap.
And it's about Aaron Rodgers. And here's the thing. When things were rocking and rolling, when they were competing for Super Bowls and making commercials, discount this and double check that, even then, whispers in the locker room, whispers to the beat writers. Oh, he's California cool, Aaron Rodgers. Oh, he expects too much out of us. He's not a great teammate. Now, all the good stuff, well, it's not there anymore. They're struggling. So this is when you need a leader to step up. Well, what have we seen so far? We've seen Aaron Rodgers call out his teammates. You might say that's good. You might say that's bad. Well, how did they respond? Very poorly last week against Tennessee. Now, even more intensity, even more at stake. Do we really believe Aaron Rodgers is going to become a real positive as a leader?
That's a great point, because after the Indianapolis debacle when they lost at home, if ever there was a game they're going to step up, it would have been last week, and that game was over in the second quarter.
And it's one game. We can't be certain that Rodgers doesn't do it better, doesn't lead better this time, but I think it's a big question mark, and if you like Washington, I think it's a good question mark.
Let's make it official.
I do like Washington. We're going with the Skins, and here's the thinking. If you look closely at the stats, Washington is quite simply the better statistical team. I think there's also big questions about Aaron Rodgers and his leadership during tough times. Added up, we go with the Skins, laying less than a field goal at home. More videos, pregame.com.